It's the worst songs of 2018. Starring Cardi B. Also starring AJR. Special guest appearance from Drake. And featuring new artist lovelytheband. Where has the time gone? It feels like it was just last month that I was nailing all of these other horrible songs from 2017 to the ground. What's up, everyone? My name is John, and welcome back to ARTV. It's time for a year-end countdown list, one that I am particularly apprehensive about because it's always such a bad time in my life where I have to sit down and listen to all of the shit that is piled up that I just didn't get to all year. Or maybe it's some of the songs that were just basically burning a hole in my pocket for me to talk about them as to why they're so bad, abominable, among the worst created in the year 2018. Welcome to the worst songs, the top 25 worst songs, that is, of 2018. I tried to be fair and include things from different genres, so make sure to give this video a like. These year-end videos are the most time-consuming ones, but also the most rewarding in many ways. But be sure to drop a like, help me get this to 5,000 likes on this video. And also, if you're able to, please pick up some merch. You can see the merch in the merch shelf right below this video. Grab a hat, grab a t-shirt, or even donate on Patreon to help these videos keep coming. Buckle up, strap yourself in, grab some popcorn and a drink, and let's get going with the top 25 worst songs of 2018.
Walks off with a big stick. Now playing guitar is sick.
And the most roller coaster-like career award goes to Weezer, of course. Whether they're pushing on your last nerve with Ratitude or Make Believe, or making you fall in love all over again with Who Bade Her the White Album, Weezer have certainly been a little bit all over the map. California Snow was made for a film that Crush Pictures, a branch of the ever-hated Crush Management, produced. The instrumental has potential, I suppose, if you're down with the more electronic side of Weezer, which I'd be okay with, but the lyrics and the delivery of the said lyrics are fucking abysmal. Brace yourselves, because you're gonna want to tap out after about 5 of the From Rivers Cuomo, I can promise you that.
I like proving niggas wrong, I do what they say I can't. They call me Cardi, banging body, spicy mommy, hot tamale, hotter than a Somali, Virgo.
You're shocked that this isn't higher up on the list, aren't ya? Don't you worry, child. Cardi B will be making another appearance much higher up on this list. Hey, we've still got to put this steaming pile of shit in its place, right? So let's get to it. I Like It sees Cardi and her team taking a dump on the original 60s piece I Like It Like That, and then just walking away. You can't do that, Cardi. You could at least clean up after your mess, but instead, you invite on J Balvin and douchebag of the year Bhad Bhabie? Jesus! The rapping is stereotypical Cardi B, except this time she's cashing in on the Latin trap and reggaeton invasion that's been tormenting our eardrums for the past year or two.
I only got it one time, maybe it was 2 times. Don't think it was 3 times, can't be more than 4 times.
How exactly does a band go from making an album that defined the year 2016 to making the worst song of their career to date? Somehow, in just over 2 years, the 1975 phoned their way into this alternative abomination. Peer pressure is truly a sad thing, and with lead singer Matty Healy moving in with now label mate No Rome, you can hear the influence of trashy auto-tuned bullshit infiltrating the band's camp.
Wow, look at our carefree anthem. This one will get the crowd singing along.
The squirmy electronic beat sounds like it was bought from a producer that works exclusively in GarageBand, and Healy's voice just feels so unnatural that it makes me uncomfortable. Even though every other song on their new album is way better than Two Time, which is a stupid title in and of itself, it's clearly been a very weird year for the 1975. And Maddie, this isn't exactly what we meant when we said clean up your act, because this is like Mr. Clean scrubbed down to nothing.
Way up we go. Been up and down that road. Way up, oh no. We gon' burn the whole house down.
Synthesized sounding trumpets, preachy social warriors, and a keen eye for cashing in on trends. AJR are the musical equivalent of that overly eager, trying way too hard classmate or coworker. They have no real grasp on what life is like, so they make songs that feel completely out of touch, and in this case, kinda out of sync. The completely unnecessary trumpet is kind of a rude awakening part of the way into the song, and then one of the three brothers just keeps going on about how he's gotta round up strangers on Twitter to burn the house down. I guess this is maybe like cancel culture and they're trying to appeal to them. Either way, all of these elements are not making me want to ever come back anywhere near this one. The bass line feels completely flaccid and also simultaneously lifted from Portugal the Man's hit song Feel It Still, released in just 2017. You know the golden rule in music and you broke it, boys. If you're going to be boring and pander, at least have the decency to be original.
Drink them all, let go some weed. Pop bubble gum, wash it thumb through her weed. Pop bubble gum, wash it thumb through her weed.
Quavo is one of many pop trap rappers that represents everything wrong with modern rap. He's 1/3 of the group Migos, and for some reason this year, he just had to hit us with a solo album. I had a large selection of tracks that I could have chosen to put here on this list from Quavo and said album, but I went with Bubblegum because it was kind of a popular single, and also just because it's so aggressively stupid. This is supposed to be some sort of ode to his girl, where he goes on and on about how she pops bubblegum as she thumbs through her weave. And as I take in all of the lyrics of the song, I have to think to myself, does Quavo actually think that he's being romantic and giving solid compliments here? Not only does the beat sound like a Travis Scott knockoff, but it's incredibly annoying when paired together with Quavo droning on and on and on about literally nothing of any importance whatsoever. That was pretty much his whole album, in fact.
Oops, I got 99 problems singing bye bye bye. Hold up, if you wanna go and take a ride with me, better hit me, baby, one more time.
So get this, I'm writing a new song, and it's called 2005, working title at least. And the twist on it is gonna be that I'm only using lyrics from songs that came out in 05.
What songs are you going to include?
So far, I've got Stairway to Heaven, Ice Ice Baby, and All I Want for Christmas Is You, but I'm kind of drawing a blank. I'm like kind of running into a dead end.
Yeah, you know none of those songs actually came out in 2005.
Yeah, but the general public will never know the difference. One of the laziest things that a songwriter can do is make an entire song that primarily uses somebody else's lyrics. It's a personal pet peeve of mine, and our old pal Anne-Marie must have known this as she teamed up with Ed Sheeran of all people to make this hellish nightmare. The song uses the now favored muted acoustic chord progression that already has it sounding like at least 50 other flavorless pop songs, but where things get really cringy is the chorus. Up to this point in the song, Anne-Marie seems to be trying to catch us up to speed about life leading up to the summer of 2002, where she apparently fell in love at the age of 11? I mean, I googled it, and Anne-Marie was 11 in 2002. She then moves into the chorus, which seems to think it's so cheeky and cute, because it borrows lyrics from 2000 songs such as Bye Bye Bye, Oops I Did It Again, and The Next Episode. Anne's story starts to crumble like a deck of cards when she references Jay-Z's hit song 99 Problems, which wasn't even written until 2003, nor was it released to the public until 2004. So Anne, Honey, are you really out here telling us that you, at the time, an 11-year-old girl living in England, was somehow pen pals with Jay-Z, arguably the most popular rapper of that decade? How exactly did this work? Did you write to his fan club and he just mailed you back a cassette tape demo of 99 Problems? Otherwise, there is no possible way that you could have been singing along to that hit song in 2002 because it came out in 2004. God, if you're gonna be annoying, at least stick to the facts and use songs that actually came out in 2002.
I can call you crazy, curse your name, throw your shit out the door, but I don't deal with bitches no more.
I think it speaks volumes of the mindset of the people who are willing to listen to and like a song like this. And just by looking at the top comment on the official music video, my fears are all confirmed. Finally, a country song with balls. This song, Bitches, by rising country star Mitchell Tenpenny, acts like it's somehow taking the high road, but is instead manipulative, cruel, and downright stupid. Mitchell goes on about his relationship with his ex, talking about how he could call her names, but then he drops the bombshell, "But I don't deal with bitches no more." What I've gathered from the song is that Mitchell's ex went out to the clubs too often, and his little boy jealous rage ego couldn't handle it, so he now no longer deals with bitches, meaning he won't even speak to her. Macca, we love you, I love you, but everybody has misfires sometimes, and oh my god, was "For You" one of those. If you're looking to put together your next Try Not to Cringe compilation, just throw in a clip of this 76-year-old former Beatles singing, "I just wanted for you." That play on words is as tacky as it gets, and this song is literally cliched in every way possible. Fortunately, the album Egypt Station that this song is lifted from is actually pretty great, a really solid outing for Paul McCartney, so let's just move "For You" over to the recycling bin, except maybe we'll knock that recycling bin into the burning fires of Mordor.
Hit the shower, you might stay. Bitch baggity on my grate. And she said Lil Uzi so great. How you deal with all that hate? Shut the bitch now, give me my grade.
Rolling Stone praised this track as being, quote, extremely long and extremely good. Once again, wrong on so many different levels there, guys. New Panic by Lil Uzi Vert saved the rapper a spot on the worst list for the second consecutive year, proving that longer doesn't always mean better. Honestly, this song isn't even 6 minutes, so it's not like Lil Uzi pulled a 2112 on us, and as far as extremely good goes, I don't even know what to tell ya. Uzi continues to repeat mind-numbing lines like "hit the shower, you might stink" and "happy birthday to that bitch, yeah, the one that sucked my dick." Those are among the worst of the lyrics, and while the anime and octopus references were kinda clever, it doesn't change the fact that this song overall is terrible and has no good reason to be 6 minutes.
Working it now, baby, we'll be living in the walking dead. 'Cause I got supplies.
What up, guys? Jason here for the behind the scenes from the JT Supplies music video shoot. JT sent me out to get some stuff for the video, and he said, if you've heard the song and understand the lyrics and get the vibe, then you'll know exactly what to buy. And all I can gather is that the song is just about, like, gathering party supplies for some sort of event. Things are going great, guys. We're getting a little bit of everything. This is amazing. And I think we're pretty much good. We're gonna make one more stop on the other side of Walmart, though. I got something special in mind. Oh, there we go. That's exactly what we came for. Savage, just like JT, dominating the charts again with Man of the Woods, #1 album. That's crazy. Great minds drink alike. That's supplies if I've ever seen one. I'm bringing the party hard right here. Well, I just got off FaceTime with JT, and he was not happy at all with the things that I chose for the shoot. And I've actually been let go, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap this up here, guys. Apparently I don't know what supplies are. JT kept repeating that and a lot of other hurtful shit. So, yeah, peace out. The only thing more painful than hearing most modern trap songs is hearing a rich white guy from Tennessee singing about how he's got supplies over an ad-lib filled off-kilter beat.
Pull up in a demon on guard. looking like I still do fraud. Flying private jet with the rod. It's that Z shit.
Squandering a beat as chill as this should be punishable by law. Instead, we get Kodak Black, Offset from Migos, and Travis Scott rapping about their lavish lifestyles, which reminded me again, how does that make it different from every other fucking rap song ever? Jesus, isn't everybody getting bored and hearing these same similarities in like every song, at least the majority of them that are coming out these days? Kodak Black is just as unlikable as ever, Travis Scott feels like he's on Astro World cruise control, and Offset, he just seems bored out there.
And they don't care who you are. They don't care what you do. No. These are my friends. These are my friends.
These are my friends, these are my friends, I love them, but not as much as they love me. Ah, yes, the token generic band that's gonna blow up for a hot minute, and then within like a year or two, they're gonna drop off of most people's radar. Welcome to the worst new band name that I found so far in 2018. It's Lovely the Band. Wow, guys, how'd you come up with that one? I don't outright hate everything these dudes are crafting. I guess their breakout single Broken wasn't all that bad, even if it is really bland. But These Are My Friends is simply bland and unforgivable. It's like they attended mimicking other styles and not being original 101. The guitar and vocals sound reminiscent of Group Love that notched a hit of their own a few years back with Tongue Tied, and the music video looks like they adapted the aesthetics of the 1975. These Are My Friends rounds up every trope of every friend group ever and then piles it into one banal modern bonfire that doesn't know when to quit.
On the wave like a do-rag. Pussy nigga calling for his boo bag. Plug walk, Gucci on my shoe rack. Walk up in the house till I run into the...
Another rapper I hadn't heard of till 2018 makes an appearance at the unlucky number 13 position. Plug Walk flexes the fact that Rich the Kid has all the connections, the quote, plug as all the kids say. Isn't that kind of shitty in and of itself, just the fact that kids do say plug and many of them actually have their own plug like a source and connection for drugs? Drugs aren't good, kids. Don't trust these rappers that are out here glorifying all of this drug use because unlike them, you're not going to have that $1 million disposal right at your fingertips once you develop an addiction. I know. It's not that deep, John. It's just a turn-up song. But what happens when every song becomes your turn-up song, and all you do is have that mindset buried in your head? Drug addictions and dealing is not normal, and this trashy song is just one of many that continue to be responsible for making hard drugs look cool. But hey, it's got nothing on my next pick.
Whole gang full of drug addicts. I've been smoking since I was 11. Ooh, 11. I've been popping pills since I was 7.
If Lil Pump is watching, I'd like to take this opportunity personally to say go fuck yourself, you actual piece of shit. He topped the list with his brain-rotting Gucci Gang last year, and while this new joint Drug Addicts has a decent beat that kinda reminds me of a carnival, its horrible lyrics more than earn it a place here. There's no beating around the bush or alternate interpretation of this monstrosity. It exists for the sole purpose of glorifying drugs and addiction. Lil Pump raps about doing a lot of drugs and not thinking about the consequences, in addition to claiming that he's been on pills since he was 7. I honestly wouldn't doubt it, considering this degenerate dropout has pretty much done every other detestable thing in the books. People who don't speak Spanish or else bother to look up translations of lyrics tend to think that all Latin reggaeton-styled music is so innocent and pure. I'm not exactly sure why you'd take a look at someone as punchable as Bhad Bhabie and think, oh, he's probably singing about sunshine and lollipops, 'cause you know he's totally not, right? Here's an English translation of Bhad Bunny's first verse. I want to take photos of us and make them go viral. Your eyes make me focus like Adderall. With you, I pull up my overalls. With you, I pull up my overalls. I'm not even gonna pretend to try and understand that one, but hey, it rhymed with Adderall, so it must be genius, right? Drake chimes in and adds absolutely nothing other than money to his bank account for cashing in on the reggaeton invasion, needlessly cooing about how this woman is mine and how she needs to tell everybody else that she's taken and she belongs to somebody else. Damn Drake and Bad Bunny, controlling much?
Heard it's only 30 seconds to Mars, and it took you even less just to get to my heart.
The past few years have been absolutely gross when it comes to alternative artists attempting to go pop. And among the worst of the offenders, we have 30 Seconds to Mars. Jared Leto pretty much runs the show now, as they're technically down to just him and his brother at this point. It's sad to see what's become of this band that once had some distinction about them at the very least, but turning the page over to One Track Mind, it's impossible for me not to rip this shit stain a new one. Leto attempts to build a mysterious edge to his vocal tone, building up to a payoff that is non-existent. Instead, we get this horrible, I mean ear-piercing drop, if you want to call it that sounds like you're squeezing air out of a dying speaker on life support. Once you suffer through two of those that act as the hook, A$AP Rocky collects his paycheck by dropping lines like, "Heard it's only 30 seconds to Mars, but it took you even less just to get to my heart." Are you fucking kidding me with this spewing of bullshit? There's phoned in performances, and then there's this.
Talking about a home run, grand slam, a llama, front to back jack, picture perfect panorama. She's a super fine reason to rhyme. Hot damn a llama.
We've collectively lost a whole lot of brain cells going through the worst songs of 2018 on this journey so far, but now we've reached a whole new pinnacle of stupid. The country band Parmalee have their hit song, at least a minor hit, in the form of Hot Damn a Llama. Country songs that sound like they were written by a horny 14-year-old boy have a history of making up words that are really just random sounds, and then they place them into a shitty song. Parmalee turn up the dial to 11 on that notion, making my face scrunch up and just cringe every time that chorus rolls around, because it just keeps going, and I have to hear these grown men making choo-choo whistle train sounds along with saying the phrase hot damn a llama, which apparently means these 30 and 40-year-old men just can't control themselves. They see a woman and they're like, oh my god, I either jizz my pants or else shout hot damn a llama.
Can't let the F-boy F up my nice vibe. Yo, Ariana, come let me get you a high five.
The light is coming to give back everything the darkness stole.
Pharrell and Ariana Grande together was a major not good in my book, as her recent album Sweetener suffered from repetition, unsuitable styles for Ariana, and way too much Pharrell Williams. Nicki Minaj and Ariana seem to think that they're a match made in heaven every time they collaborate, but it's really getting unpleasant at this point. I'm sorry, but Ariana sounds terribly grating as she kinda sings over this glitchy, bassy, pitch-shifted beat featuring slide whistle sounds, and of course, that dude yelling, "You wouldn't let anyone speak," for the entire song.
I ain't your bitch. I ain't your boy. I ain't no goddamn motherfucking toy. I'm not dead.
What's up, bitches? It's your boy XX Brutal Swag 69XX. John's currently indisposed. He had to take a bathroom break like a little bitch. So, I'm over here on the best songs, the top 25 of 2018, Rock Bottom by 5 Finger Death Punch. I'm so fucking psyched about this. It's the best ever. Dumbass, you know that this is the worst songs of 2018 that you're filming? Are you fucking serious right now? Am I gonna have to take off this Xbox 360 beanie right now and throw hands? Sure, you can step to me just as soon as you stop stealing my credit card and placing bulk orders for Monster Energy drinks on Amazon. Ooh, busted. Fine. The metaphorical place rock bottom means different things to different people. For Ivan Moody, the lead singer of 5 Finger Death Punch, it seems less like an obstacle of life and more like a personal goal of where he wants to be. The guy has always been a total douched up Monster Energy chugging roid head, but he continues to find new ways to hit these all-time lows. Constantly in a state of tantrum, Moody and company chug their guitars and drums along in completely sterile fashion, leaving Moody completely out to dry, as there's not a single redeeming quality to really any part of the song.
Open up the safe, bitches got a lot to say. Pussy in your face, had to put you in your place. 7 letters on the plate, fuck you when I break. I got calls.
The Iggy Azalea method to writing a song. Start with the word cash, then add in ass, and then just fill in all the other blanks with whatever nonsensical bullshit you want to. Iggy Too Biggie is fresh out the contract she had with her old label and is on to something new. Hopefully something that won't make me want to put my head in that oven full of cash that was featured in the music video. The minimalistic vocals that try way too hard to be sleek and dark are a major no, and Tyga being here really doesn't surprise me in any way. It seems like both of the rappers have a major cash and ass obsession, so maybe they can go to therapy together.
Give it to they pussy ass, turn this shit up a notch. Gucci flip flops, make it kick rocks. It's a big clock, check the wristwatch.
Another year, another wasted breath ranting about the epidemic that is Bhad Bhabie and her real bad attitude. Gucci flip-flops is one of her many attacks on humankind, this time drilling holes in your sockets even further by adding Numbnut Lil Yachty to the track. Imagine telling someone even 10 years ago that we'd have to deal with a 15-year-old flexing on us constantly after getting popular for quite literally being a bitch to everybody in her life, including poor Dr. Phil. Here we are though, it's 2018 and this is reality. And the reality of the situation is that even though the beat isn't that bad at all, in fact I kinda like the instrumental, it's just totally squandered by this spoiled monster that some people would call a child.
All I really wanna see is the money. I don't really need a D, I need the money. All a bad bitch need is the money. I got pants in the coop, bustin' out the roof.
You know when you've completely run out of anything to rap about, when your song literally reads like a list of things from a Google search. I'm Cardi B, what do I like? Morning sex, private jets, jewels, and money! Prepare to hear the word money pitch shifted about 100 times over a drunken, stuttering beat that sounds like a bad mix of 90s hip-hop and whatever the hell Cardi is trying on this one. It collapses in on itself, so I really don't want to waste too much of my time here. Just know that you've entered the danger zone when you hit play.
I be ballin' like a motherfucking pro.
I'm now completely desensitized to the trauma that I should be feeling after hearing something as awful as Mo Bamba, a song, if you want to call it that, by rapper Sheck Wes. Flat, stretched out vocals coming from a guy that clearly isn't even trying, a looped beat that sounds like an ice cream truck from hell, and at times an over-exaggerated voice inflection that doesn't at all flow with anything.
I know you since we were like 10. Yeah, don't mess it up, talking that shit. Only gonna push me away, that's it.
Like and share if you can relate. The song! OMG, friend zoned again. Has this ever happened to you? Better yet, OMG, I had to friend zone them. Who can relate? Marshmello and Anne-Marie teamed up for what is truly one of the most insufferable shams done for viral success I've ever seen. We've truly hit a new low as society as we continue to feel the need to have a relatable song for literally anything and everything. And the worst part is that it somehow still tries to appeal to people on both sides of the friend-zoning fence.
Pick a lane, bitch!
Oh, cooing opening vocals, muted looped acoustic guitar, watery ass drop into a swamp of friend zones. There's not an original thing within a mile of this one.
Draco got that kickback when I blow that. They all do track, they don't shoot back. One shot, close range, right down head tie. Yeah, I did that, yeah.
Run up head, click, clack, boy, sit back. Baby, I ain't a hot boy, I'm a block boy. Double trigger Glock, make him diddy bop boy. Shout out my apes in the fucking zoo. Filet-O, they gon' shoot. Spin on who the fuck is you? Who the fuck you know, nigga?
Rapper 6ix9ine doesn't just land one song at the top of the terrible totem pole, but instead he firmly plants his entire existence as the #1 worst song of 2018. Daniel Hernandez is a piece of shit human being who time and time again proved to not have any remorse or recourse for his actions, instead choosing to break laws left and right until the law finally caught up to him for good. Hey, I just wanted to put that out there, but even with all of that being true, I want to make it clear that his horrible songs are the real reason for him landing at #1. The entirety of his Day 6ix9ine tape felt like a torture chamber, and his latter singles including Stupid Fifi, Gummo, and other random capitalized names that don't mean anything continued their all-out assault on eardrums everywhere by getting increasingly more unbearable. I joke and jab, Josh, Jester, and Kid on these videos all the time, but I want to make it clear that I genuinely do hate 6ix9ine's music. The beats feel cheap, the rapping goes from thrashing to asinine, and the persona behind it all bleeds into the music so much that I really can't get behind anything that he's saying. I'm all for accepting apologies from people who are actually genuinely sorry, or at least are attempting to better their lives or show some sort of improvement on some front, but 6ix9ine has made it clear time and time again that he's not interested in doing those things, and his music only reflects that even further. We did it! We made it to the end! Maybe the light really is coming, because I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I don't ever have to listen to these songs again, and we can just bury them in their grave elsewhere. Thank you so much for watching this entire video, watching to the end. Be sure to drop a like on the video, as this, and of course my other year-end lists, these are the most time-consuming and trickiest videos to make the entire year. I write out entire scripts for these, and of course, if you would like to subscribe to the channel, I have a lot more content coming down the pipe that's music-related very, very soon. Of course, subscribe to my second channel, Beyond ARTV, as well, because I upload year-end countdowns there. And if you would like to help support the channel, then please grab a shirt, a hat, or any of the other merch that you see down in the merch shelf, or else linked below. And of course, if you would like to donate on Patreon, then that would be a great help as well. It helps the videos like this keep coming. The first year-end countdown for 2018 is officially in the books. Thanks so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. And if you would like to donate to my Patreon page, then click the top link down below, or else this handy-dandy annotation in the corner of the screen. Catch up on all of my year-end countdowns right over here, and of course let me know what you thought of the list, your opinions down below. Start the conversation and I'll reply to some comments. Other than that, I'll see you soon for more on ARTV.